What's up, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube? I'm Guy Wozniak. With me, as always, is my good friend and co-host, Matt.
Hello.
And we are going to go on take 3 of this video because the first time my hard drive got full and the second time Matt got a word phone call. So let's try it again.
Sometimes real life intrudes.
All the time. So what we're doing today, we haven't done it in a while. Some viewer questions and comments. These videos are fun. I enjoy doing them. So,
I like doing them. I don't care if you guys like them or not. I have a good time with these because Guy likes to spring these on me.
Yeah.
I'm unprepared. So he's getting like my initial reaction to these. And it's a lot of fun.
All right, let's jump into it with comment number 1. How about some new content? Yeah, I got a bunch of these types of comments over the last couple of weeks. And just for your guys' information, yeah, we didn't post any videos for the better part of 2 weeks because
we've been busy.
Yeah, real life happens. I got sick. Matt got crazy busy at work.
Yeah, I've been insanely busy at work. I mean, I've been pulling a lot of hours lately. I've been working my butt off.
Getting that overtime.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of overtime lately.
You got to save up for your next MegaCon. Is what's happening.
I'd rather have my personal time and time with my family than the overtime at this point because I'm getting pretty close to retirement at this point. So
yeah.
And
then my birthday was at the end of June. Then we had the 4th of July. So family obligations all throughout the end of
we've just been super busy with like real world stuff.
Yeah, I got a couple of comments where people were like, "Are you guys done?" Like people thought we quit because we didn't post a video for like 2 weeks. Like, come on, guys, give us a break.
Sometimes life just throws you some curveballs and you just got to deal with it.
All right, so the next comment we have needs a little bit of a background, and what this is a member of our Facebook group posted some comic books for sale, some Incredible Hulk comic books, and I bought them from him, which is cool.
What Hulk books?
They were the McFarlane
nice.
Gray Hulk run.
Nice.
Yeah. So I finally...
It's a very good run.
Yeah, I filled that run out. Thanks to Paul from our Facebook group.
Cool.
And he said, "Hey, I'm going to send you something extra." And he included this in the package, which is a graphic novel trade paperback called Element.245 Zombie that he apparently wrote, which is cool.
Nice.
So when I got this, I was like, "Hey, Paul, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Look forward to reading this. I'll let you know what I think when I get a chance." Now, like we said in the previous comment, we've just been gangbusters busy. You know what I mean? I got this back in early June, and then the latter half of June, I've had no time to even think about anything, let alone this graphic novel. So then Paul left us this comment, and I was a little off put by it when I saw it this morning. It is, so I send you something and you cannot talk about it, but this guy sends you something and gets straight on. That's in reference to the video we just did where we unboxed that gift that Jimmy Walker sent us.
Yes, dynamite. The wood carvings with like the resin, you could shine a light through it. I got it set up in my garage. The Ghost Rider one, it looks real. I got like a red light bulb that like flickers and stuff. It looks really cool.
Yeah. So
it turned out really good. Thanks again, Jimmy. That's awesome.
So here's the thing, and like you pointed out when I mentioned this to you, I think that Paul might be under the impression that Jimmy sent us that package like last week, and we just went ahead and opened it. That's not how this went down.
Okay, it's really hard to like attach like tone to like the typed word, right?
Yeah, sure.
But I'm kind of interpreting this, the way I'm reading it is he's being salty.
A little bit.
Because if he was just being a little tongue-in-cheek, he would have probably added like an LOL or something like that. So he's being a little salty about it. So you're under the false impression that we got those wood carvings like that day. We did not.
They've been sitting in the box unopened for a month.
Yeah, unopened for a while before we could get to them.
And I had every intention of reading this and sharing it on the channel and sharing it with you to read. Yeah. We just haven't had time to get to it.
Yeah, we both have full-time jobs and families and stuff, and
let me first,
believe it or not, I like spending time with my family, as does Guy.
Yeah,
so
I do. But yeah, let me say, listen, number one, I'm sorry if you feel slighted that we didn't address this quick enough. I mean, personally, I sent him a text message and thanked him for sending it. Like I addressed it. Yeah. But that we didn't address it on the channel, like, I don't know, you kind of sounds like you feel entitled to some sort of
you're
exposure.
Also automatically assuming if you send us something, we're gonna like, because you didn't make any reference about like wanting a review or anything, did he?
No, he just said I wanted.
Does he want us to review this?
I don't know. He just said I wanted to send this to you, and when I got it, I thanked him and said, "Hey, I'll."
Well, I mean, I buy stuff from people all the time, and they will include like a little free something or other in it.
Sure, yeah, that happens all the time.
I don't feel the need that I have to like say something in a video about it. I mean, I don't know. That seems like a transaction that was made outside of the confines of our YouTube channel.
Right. Well, be that as it may.
I mean, you guys, what do you think? Again, it's really hard to judge someone's tone in the typed word. So maybe he's just goofing around.
I hope so.
Hey, if that's the case, okay, yeah, you're right. You got us, dude.
I hope so.
But yeah, here you go. Hey, this is his graphic novel or trade, whatever you want to call it. It's element 240.245 zombie. There you go.
Yeah,
check it out for yourselves.
Like I said, I apologize. I haven't had a chance to show
Paul,
it off.
You got some free advertising there for the tiny fraction of people on YouTube that watch our videos.
Well, yeah, it's not like it's not, and especially these types of videos. But anyway, let me just say, listen, I'm sorry that we haven't had a chance to show it to the audience yet. We didn't supersede your gift with the other gift we got. Like I said, Jimmy's has been sitting in an unopened box for a month because Matt and I haven't been able to get together to unbox it.
And sometimes we just plain forget.
And that also happens.
Yes, that happens too.
But I do appreciate the gift. I appreciate that you sent it to me, and it's very nice. I don't know what else to say other than I'm sorry. I mean, I feel like I didn't make any promises or anything, but be that as it may, I do want to say I'm sorry that I didn't get a chance to show it to the YouTube channel, I guess. Let's go on to the next one. Speaking of the last video that we posted where we unboxed that gift that Jimmy Walker sent us, we also showed off a very large collection of comic books that we are giving away as a 25,000 subscriber giveaway. And I just wanted to mention that, and I'm going to read this one comment. We got a ton of awesome comments from that one. This one's from Ron Helton, and he says, wow, very generous of you guys to put that many books in the giveaway. Someone is going to be very happy with winning those. So if you haven't seen it, go back and watch that video. It was the last one we posted. And it will show you all of the comic books. There's like 30 or maybe more.
Yeah, and growing.
And growing. Yeah, absolutely. We plan to add to it.
Quality stuff is in there. Like we got a first Gambit, first Red Guardian.
Yeah.
Avengers 43 from back in the day.
Turok #1.
Yeah. Man. Yikes. Yeah.
But yeah, I did want to mention, basically, it's just a shameless plug. We're doing this big giveaway. We did the 10,000 subscriber giveaway with the Wolverine comics. Now we're going to shoot for 25,000 subscribers. We're going to do an even bigger giveaway. Yeah. And there's a bunch of really cool stuff in there. Yeah, a ton of good stuff. And go back, watch the video. And yeah, keep in mind, we're adding to it as we go. And we'll put, updates and stuff about, the latest batch of additions to it. I mean, we're not going to do every comic we throw in there, but, maybe like 10 or so at a time. We'll do like an update or something. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Yeah, we'll do update videos maybe once a month or once every month and a half or something. Every 6 weeks, who knows, when it's appropriate. Yeah. But all right, next comment. This is in reference to our comic book Jeopardy show. Love the new format. Can't wait until next month. I scored 61,600, and the second round was way harder. So if you're not familiar, what we did is took our comic book Jeopardy show, which was a once a week, every Sunday show, and we decided to make it a once a month show, but we're making it twice as long. So instead of being 30 questions, it is 60 questions. And, there's a lot of benefits to that for us in terms of time commitment, and I think it makes for a better show for you guys. And I got a ton of comments about people that said they enjoyed it. So that's awesome. Yeah, just wanted to talk about that for a minute. We also have another type of game show coming out, which we filmed yesterday. Yes. Matt is the contestant, and you're going to play against him in this show. You're playing against me in the show. It's going to be fun. You'll probably see that show before this video comes out because the show is going to go live tomorrow, Sunday, the 12th. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I had a lot of fun doing it. I think you'll have a lot of fun too because, you're playing against me. And believe it or not, I do not have this encyclopedic knowledge of all, comic-related movies and shows. I do not. You do have an encyclopedic knowledge of comic books in general, though, so I think you're at an unfair advantage to the average person. Well, if you want to ask me some, like, Captain America, Iron Man, Avengers trivia, okay, yeah, we can go toe-to-toe. That'll be a lot of fun. Right. Now, in this new video, I'm not going to tell you too much about it. I want you guys to watch it. It's kind of a game show style video where you play against Matt. Watch that. Leave a comment on that video telling us what you think. Do you want to see more of it? If you do, we enjoyed making it, but we're only going to continue to make it if people want to watch it. Yeah. Right? Or if you have any other ideas. I got stumped a couple times completely. Yeah, we got him. He got a couple of goose eggs. Yeah. So I'm happy about that. But the other thing I wanted to ask is, like, do you have any other suggestions for the types of shows you want to do? I like making our Sunday episodes kind of lighthearted, game show style stuff, or this Q&A style stuff.
Yeah.
And, any ideas you guys have, I'm totally open to taking the suggestions. And if they're good, we'll run with them and make the content you guys want to see.
And please don't say you want a tour of Matt's collection, which we are desperately trying to figure that out.
That is such a big commitment.
It is.
Like, it's going to take a day just to go film it.
Yes.
And then it's going to take a day to edit it. And I want to do it, but like, we got to basically just
guy's
be like,
going to be at my house like all day. And we do live, a little, like
half hour,
20, 30 minutes away, depending on traffic.
Yeah.
And I
have to move all my gear.
Yeah. He's going to have to bring all the stuff. I'm going to have to feed this guy,
at least once. At
least once. Yeah. I mean, it's rude not to. I'm going to probably want to throw up, fry some burgers on the grill, Something. So it's going to be a big undertaking, and getting a weekend where we both have availability is also kind of difficult because we have pretty full lives.
Weekends when you want to do fun stuff, not work more. Although this is fun, but it is kind of work also.
Oh, believe me, showing off my collection to everybody on YouTube is going to be an absolute blast for me.
Yeah.
And actually, yesterday, I just went through and reorganized quite a bit on my display cases because I was having issues with I collect the Secret Wars figures from 1984. I can't display these things properly. I fixed that, so now you can see all of them really nicely.
Yeah, before you had them lined up kind of like...
Well, yeah, because I was running out of room. So I consolidated a couple of other shelves on my display case so I could take up 2 shelves with just my Secret Wars figures.
Now, here's the question, though. When we do this video, and we're getting off topic, but whatever, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Is it going to be your action figure statue toy collection video, or is it going to be your comic books? He's got 30 some odd boxes of comics.
It's all the same. They're all in the same place.
But you're going to pull every box of comics out.
It's my nerdasium.
Nerdasium. I love that. I like that.
Yeah, it's.
But I'm wondering, should we break it down into separate videos? Like, here's the comic stuff, here's the toy stuff, or should it all be one big conglomeration? It'll be like,
you tell me. Do you want to?
Do you want Matt's Nerdasium the movie? Do you want a 2-hour long video?
Yeah,
because that's what it's going to be.
I feel like I'm not going to just hey, here's this thing, here's the next thing.
You got to talk.
Here's the next thing.
Yeah,
I'm going to talk about where I got it, how I got it, why I got it, and why I like it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a long video. Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you don't want to hear all that, just fast forward. Or turn the volume off, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want me to painstakingly go through all my entire comic collection, I will do that. I have no problem doing that.
I don't know if I will, though. That might just be you're on your own.
Guy's going to be in my house a full day. Yeah, definitely. And I keep adding stuff. So, I just added my Sideshow 1/6 scale Chewbacca figure because I have a 1/6 scale Millennium Falcon cockpit at my house that lights and sounds and everything. It's huge. It takes up a lot of real estate. I love it. And what I'm trying to do is the Obi-Wan figure, the Sideshow, is insanely expensive. So I'm going with the Empire crew. I'm getting Han, Chewie, of course, Leia in a Hoth outfit, and 3PO.
Okay.
That's going to be the cockpit crew that I'm going for from Empire.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, so far I got Han, Chewie, and 3PO. I got to get the Hoth Leia. And of course, Sideshow does this thing, which I love. They make figures and then never make them ever again for their entire existence.
I don't know if I should even talk about this, but don't people make knockoffs that are almost equally as good that you can pick up off of Temu or something?
Not a Hoth Leia.
Oh, no.
Not that I've found.
All right. Well, anyway. Yeah. The question was, is there any type of content you guys want us to see for our Sunday shows? That's, not just straight up comic talk, but, fun stuff. Let us know, and we will try to accommodate. Let's go on to the next comment. This one was a good one. We just recently did a video talking about our expectations for the new Spider-Man Brand New Day and kind of reviewing that trailer. Mm-hmm. And in that video, you said something somewhat disparaging about a certain comic book company. What was that exactly?
Dorky Comics.
Dorky Comics.
Everybody knows that DC stands for Dorky Comics. It's common knowledge.
This comment is from Loco504. Dorky Comics has better comics now compared to miserable comics. Which, touche, sir, touche.
I can't argue with that.
No?
Not one bit. That's funny. That's good. I like that. Yeah. See, this is the kind of comic shop talk I used to miss from back in the day.
Right.
Because I'm sure anybody that knows been to a comic shop on, Comic Book Wednesday knows that, there's their DC guys as the Marvel guys.
We're talking some trash to each other.
Talking trash back and forth. I love it. That's hysterical.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, hats
off to you.
Does this warrant a deeper discussion about DC versus Marvel? Because he's not wrong.
No.
DC has been kicking Marvel's ass.
I can't tell you that no lies detected.
Right.
DC is doing they seem to be doing better than Marvel these days, which, you know what? Hey, it's through hard work, innovation, new ideas that land. Good for you.
Hiring real talent.
Talented, but better talent. The artwork they're crushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The miserable comics.
That's good.
That's a good comment.
That's
though.
good.
I like that.
But see, I'm a Marvel fan,
Yeah.
And I gotta hope that Marvel's going to turn it around.
They have to pull the nose up before they crash into the ground. I got my fingers crossed.
Get back to your good episodic storytelling. Stop all the endless one shots and events.
Crossovers.
Yeah, I genuinely miss episodic storytelling and just
miniseries.
Stop rebooting everything. Constant rebooting. Just what if it's not working out, it's not selling well,
just cancel it.
End it at issue 6, and then get a brand new writing team starting at issue 7.
Well, so there's 2 ways to look at it.
Well, they get that boost for another #1 issue.
They want the #1, of course. But what should they do? In my opinion, if it's not working out, if it's just a bad comic, just cancel it and stop making it all together. Or like you said, like they used to do in the old days, and we talked about this many times, you look at New Mutants was struggling. It was on the verge of cancellation. And they said, hey, here's this young up-and-coming kid, Rob Liefeld. Let's give him a shot.
Let's give him a shot.
And it went bananas, and it turned into X-Force, created Deadpool and Cable and all this other amazing stuff. So, just continue it. They didn't go, let's start New Mutants over at #1. They said, okay, you got the title from New Mutants 85.
We got low sales. Let's cancel the series. Start it over again with the same writer and artist.
Oh, that's the worst. Without changing the status quo even. It's just the continuation of the story with the same artist and writing team, but they just call it number 1. That is just insanity. The definition of insanity.
Because they think that your average consumer is an idiot.
They do think that, yeah.
They do think that.
Yeah. But this was a great comment. I wanted to pull this one up because I loved that miserable comics.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. That was good. And I can't argue with you, man.
No. Let's go on to the next one. All right, so this was a question that we could do an entire video on, so we're going to try to keep this somewhat brief, but it is about grading and pricing comic books, and the question is, where could I go to get my comic books grade, and also where should I go to check comic book prices? Thanks. And that's like a multi-part loaded question. The simple answer is, where do you go to figure out what your comic book's condition is? Okay, well,
there's many things you can do to get because the price depends on grade. And what is it in real estate? Location.
Yep, exactly.
Comics, it's condition.
Right.
As far as what your book is, what condition it's in.
You got 2 options, basically, right? Get it professionally graded.
Yes.
Or learn how to do it yourself.
Well, you're not going to want to send off a book just without having any idea what you're expecting to get back. You're going to want to know, at least have a rudimentary idea of how to grade a comic and what flaws to look for. And I think you have a really good recommendation for doing that.
Yeah. You want to share it with
the
group?
You go ahead.
Okay. This isn't like innovation or anything, but what I suggest everyone do, if you don't know how to grade a comic book, go purchase the Overstreet Price Guide. And in the Overstreet Price Guide, you're not looking for the prices. No, there's a whole chapter on how to evaluate condition, and they explain paragraph after paragraph. Near mint, these are the flaws you might find. Very fine, these are the flaws you would find. And it tells you in no uncertain terms how to quote unquote, grade your comic books.
Yes.
And then once you understand that and you kind of look at a bunch of comic books and say like, oh, I see, there's a little crease there. There's a tear, spine ticks, and blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
You will be able to at least ballpark get an idea of the condition of your comics.
Don't forget to look for restoration too.
Yeah.
Color touch up and trimming.
Trimming is the worst.
Yes, trimming is the worst.
Hard to spot.
Yes. Make sure you look to have a keen eye for restoration. And look through every page to make sure nothing's not torn out or clipped out or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, people would cut out coupons or that value stamp, or sometimes they'd have full-page pinups and people would trim. They'd
put that up on the wall.
Cut it right out of the back of the comic.
Yeah.
So make sure you look for that stuff too.
Now, once you've been able to determine, like, okay, I think my comic book is very fine. There's a chart that says very fine is the equivalent to a graded 8.0. So now you can say, I think this comic book, if I sent it into CGC or any of the other grading companies, will get an 8.0. And then you have to determine whether it's worth it or not worth it to send it in to be professionally graded.
Yes.
Then why would you even want to professionally grade your comic books? I mean, what are the upsides to that?
Well, the only reason I might do that is if I'm in a scenario where I need money.
Then you're going to sell it.
I got to sell it. I'm going to make money. I'm going to send it in to get graded. And I'm going to then use that money for whatever situation I find myself in that I need it.
Here's the important distinction, though. Getting it graded has to justify the cost vis-a-vis you would get more money selling the graded comic than the ungraded comic. And that's not always the case.
Yes.
That you have to know.
Sometimes people are willing to spend a little more money on a raw book in the hopes
they like to gamble
that it's a higher grade.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen. So really, if you're looking to sell it and to make some money on it, you might be better off just selling it as a raw book.
Now, if you're not looking to sell it, there's really no reason to get it graded unless you just like collecting graded comic books. But
which is fine. Some people like collecting graded books. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just not for us.
I mean, Matt said it perfectly in the past. Like the only graded comics he's really interested in anymore are signature series
books. Yeah, right. Gotta get them signed by the writer or artist or something that has some meaning to me personally.
What are the other grading companies off the top of my head?
There's CBCS and PGX, and of course CGC.
CGC is kind of the gold standard for comics.
And he said, okay, so where do I get my comics graded? Well, there's a couple ways you can do that. All three of those companies have websites.
Yep.
You simply go to the website, and they will tell you step-by-step process of submitting them books to them.
Here's the little gotcha though that you got to keep in mind. Their pricing structure is based off of what the comic book's fair market value would be after it's been graded. So you don't.
They break it down by like high value books. Yes, that's what they do.
Yeah. So if you're sending in something that's quite valuable, you could wind up with a hefty fee.
Yeah, you got like a Hulk 181 or Amazing Fantasy 15. Something like that.
Well, should we all have those problems?
right. But yeah, they break it down into like the categories, modern. Well, you'll see.
Yeah, it's all on the website
and stuff. Like, yeah, it's all on the website. They explain everything very thorough. So yeah, go to the CGC, CBCS, or PGX, whichever one you prefer. I know CGC, for at least for me, is the gold standard for graded books.
Yeah.
So that's who I use. I think the others might be a little cheaper. I mean, I don't know.
I haven't looked at their pricing scheme in a long time.
Their prices. I know typically, like a CBCS graded book will typically sell less than a CGC graded book at the same, grade.
Sure.
I've seen that quite a bit.
Speaking of selling, how do we check prices? Like I had mentioned, you could buy that Overstreet comic book price guide, but don't rely on that for pricing so much because that's not up to date. They only print that once per year.
Yeah, it's not. It's not really accurate.
What's your preferred method?
The way I check, if it's a graded book, that makes it incredibly easy to check. I go to eBay and I look at sold books in auction.
That is the important distinction. Sold books.
Not buy it now.
Auctioned.
Sold in auction.
Yeah. And
you look at what those books sold for in auction, and you're going to get a really good gauge of what that book's value is. And some of it is buying it because I have seen on eBay before. I am not kidding. Their books have been in an auction. Like I was bidding on a book, and the way I bid on stuff is I just put in the amount I'm willing to pay, and that's it.
You don't snipe? You're not a sniper?
I do not snipe. I go, I'm willing to pay X amount of dollars for this. Like I'll put $200. That's my max bid, and I leave it alone. If someone outbids me, then they outbid me. That's like the top of my budget for that book. But yeah, I've been bidding on a book, and I'm like, okay, my ceiling is like, say, $200. But then as the auctions go, as it goes and goes, it gets to like, say, they outbid me, and the book is now $250. I'll see a book with a buy it now price, same condition, for less.
Yeah, I've seen that happen.
I've seen that happen several times. I don't know why it happens, but it's crazy. But yeah, so that does happen. So yeah, sometimes the buy it now price can be a little deceptive, and there are shenanigans on eBay where people will get like a buddy to bid up their comic and stuff.
We would never do this, but here's the scenario.
I've seen situations where that does happen.
Matt could list a book and it's getting towards the end of the auction and he's like, man, I'm not getting what I was hoping to get for this book. Will you go on there and bid it up? So worst case scenario is he sells it to me and doesn't actually ever really sell it, or he gets the legitimate bidders to bid higher. Now, again, we would never do this. We're not advocating that you do it, but it can happen.
That is dirty pool, man.
Yeah.
No.
So keep an eye out.
I'm pretty sure fraud. So
yeah, kind of keep an eye out and look to see if something seems like that kind of stuff might be happening.
Yeah.
But so there's options number 2 that I like to use. The eBay sold listings is the gold standard, but there's a website that I use called gpanalysis.com that aggregates all of those sold listings for you and organizes it in a fashion that I don't know, makes it nice. Like you can go, oh, I want to look up X-Men, and then it shows you every issue of X-Men. You click on the one, and then it shows you every grade and what each grades have sold for. It's just a lot more data. It might be a little overwhelming if you're not the person that really wants to deep dive into like, what I use this for is for buying. It's like, oh, should I buy a 7.5 or should I buy an 8? And it puts it all right there so I can see the price difference averages and I can determine where that big jump is. Because when you're buying comic books, there's always a point where like, it's kind of the same price at 6. It's kind of the same price at 6.5. It's kind of the same price at 7. Suddenly, there's a huge leap at some point where the price goes escalating out of control. So having all of that aggregated data there makes it easy to identify, like, I'll just get the one that's a half grade lower and much cheaper.
Yep.
But so if you don't want to just do the quick eBay search, gpanalysis.com is another option for checking prices.
I mean, also, there's some scenarios where you have a book, you have a one-of-a-kind book. Which has happened to me on a couple of occasions.
And you can't find any sold comps.
Yeah, especially if you have signed books at a specific grade, signed by certain people.
Multiple
you
signatures.
might have the only one in existence.
Yeah.
That's entirely possible. Like at one point, I had the first appearance of Ghost signed by Bob Layton, 9.8. I had the only one in existence.
Yeah.
What's the value of that? I don't know. It's whatever someone's willing to pay for it.
$1 million.
Yes. It's whatever someone's willing to pay for it. But yeah, especially when you get like grades and signatures, specific signatures. Well, like I have some Spider-Man books with like 6 signatures on them.
Yeah, nobody has that.
No one has those.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the value at? I don't know.
At that point, it becomes like the value is what somebody's just willing to pay.
Whatever they're willing to pay, that's the value.
But we could go on a whole hour-long video about this topic.
You guys, you guys out there, your viewers, help this guy out because he's asking for help, and you guys pitch in. What do you do? How do you grade books? What's the method you use? And I mean, what's your preference for grading? Do you like to send them in through mail? Do you like to catch them at a convention and go to their booth? Yeah.
Oh, that's another good point you mentioned to me is like, if you're near a big convention, CGC always has a presence.
Yeah, they always have a booth there. Or
walk
PGX,
right up.
CBCS, someone there will have like a booth. Yeah.
Walk right up, hand them to them. Usually they're going to take them and they'll mail them back to you. You're not going to get them graded right there usually, but yeah, there's another good option.
Yep, absolutely.
That said, let's go on to the next comment. All right, so we did our Spider-Man review video, reviewing the trailer for Brand New Day and talking about our expectations. And I wanted to mention this one because we didn't mention this in our video at all. We were saying, like, who is this mystery villain going to be? And this comment from Official Juvenile Prime is, I think the mystery villain is Ned as Hobgoblin. I don't know. It could be. We didn't even think about that.
That's clearly a joke.
No, I think that's totally serious. I mean, so Ned.
That's funny.
In comics, Ned Leeds was a Hobgoblin at some point.
Well, it depends.
Well, I mean, it was discussed so could Ned be the Hobgoblin? I don't think so. I don't think they're going
hysterical.
I don't think they're going
that would be funny.
I don't think they're going that route. I think
they're going with some kind of like psychic villain is like the main bad guy, it seems to be.
It's got to be Jean Grey. That's what I'm. And I don't think it's a villain.
What I was also thinking.
I don't know that it's necessarily a villain.
Okay, Sadie Sink is in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
supposedly
they show her in the trailer, but did they show her doing any villainous things? Yeah. She could not even be the bad guy. It might not even be her. No. It could be someone else entirely that they haven't even shown in the trailer at all.
Which is likely, actually, right?
right?
I mean, they don't want to give away too much.
They are not.
Speaking, and then we're going to go off on a different tangent here because this is.
I wish we would see a hobgoblin. That would be awesome.
Oh, I've been wanting a hobgoblin for a decade.
Are you kidding me? That would be cool. Oh, so cool.
To go off on a slightly different tangent, let's talk about the Doomsday, Marvel Avengers Doomsday. They apparently leaked
the plot. Yeah.
And like why I'm bringing this up is because you had said like, oh, maybe we've never even seen the villain in the trailer. Maybe who knows? They leaked supposedly the script of the Doomsday movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's real. I think it's all like
that's the thing, man.
Propaganda, or what's the word I'm looking for? They
are so protective of like pages of the script and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, to the point where like I've heard stories of like a courier will bring by like a couple pages of a script to like an actor's house and stay there while they go over it, then give it back to the courier and they take it right back to the studio. Like that kind of level of secrecy. Which Marvel has, they're like Disney
probably
does.
In a briefcase chained to their wrist, right?
Like that kind of scenario. So I have a hard time believing that Marvel just, oops, we let the whole plot slip. And our bad.
And you know, by that point, what I wanted to say is like with this Spider-Man trailer for Brand New Day, why do we expect that they're going to tell us like who the bad guy is in the trailer? Like they want to save that for the actual.
They manipulate the hell out of like the footage and everything you're seeing. They do that like they just like, hey, that looks cool. That looks cool. Throw that. No. This is carefully done.
Yeah, it's
carefully put together. So yeah,
billions of dollars are riding on this.
Sadie Sink might not even be like the psychic character that you see all the scenes of. You know, it might not even be her at all. It could be a completely different character altogether. That's the bad guy, not even Sadie Sink.
Probably. But yeah, I wanted to touch on this, and maybe it's Hobgoblin. That made me chuckle. So
yeah, that's good. I'd love to see Hobgoblin. I really would.
Yeah.
And I think Ned as a Hobgoblin would be hysterical.
All right, let's go on to the next comment. All right, so here's a comment from an old video we did. It was called 7 Things Driving Comic Readers Away from Collecting Comic Books. And yeah, I thought it was interesting and wanted to talk about it today. Chris Dougherty, I think that's how you Dougherty?
Yeah.
Okay. He says, blind bags and variant covers are just a straight up cash grab, but I will not throw money their way for that stuff. While I still buy modern comics, blah, 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 I'll still prefer it when it comes to Bronze Age XYZ. The important part is we, in that video, were talking about blind bags and how both Matt and I hate blind bags. And then to be complete hypocrites, I bought Matt Mask #1 blind bag. So
now,
I figured.
I did say when we went over this.
Let's open that here.
That I kind of get it. I get it. It's because it's like, ooh, the mystery, the thrill, you know,
it's fun,
you know, of opening a blind bag and stuff. What I don't like is the predatory nature of it. That's what I don't like.
It is, I think, a blight on the comic book collecting hobby, and I wish it didn't exist, but I am susceptible to it like everybody else.
We are a human like everybody else.
But I saw this comment and I laughed because I bought this mask. I bought this Mask #1 blind bag.
You know what? I gotta say, Guy got this without even like checking with me at all.
Oh no, I was a surprise. I showed it to him yesterday.
And what happened was, I had actually got my monthly order of comics from M&M, and they always throw like a couple like freebies in there, and they threw in like a free comic book day book, and one of the stories in there was the new Mask series. And I'm like, you know what? I like the toys and stuff from back in the day. So I read it, and I'm like, damn, this is actually not bad.
Not bad?
This is not bad. I might pick that up.
This will really be the deciding factor, I think.
There we go.
You're doing surgery on this bag.
I know, man. This bag is like, because, well, I don't have the proper tools. Okay, I don't know if this is like the super crazy expensive. It looks nice.
That's a cool cover.
It's a cool cover.
Now, here's a question. You know who that character is? I don't know the Mask
yeah, that's her car.
I don't know the Mask characters. I remember the cartoon.
I don't really remember like the characters. I just remember the vehicles. I don't remember their names or anything like that.
Matt Tracker. He's like the main guy.
Oh yeah, he's the main dude.
I remember Matt Tracker from the cartoon.
And she's a villain, if I remember correct.
Oh.
Yeah. And you could tell she's a villain because her hair is 2 different colors. Remember back in the day, that was a sign of like, you're a bad guy.
Yeah, black with a streak of red or whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she is a villain. I really know that. I mean,
it's cool.
She looks pretty good. I'll say that.
Yeah.
You can villain me any day.
But yeah, so I brought up this comment, because I thought it was funny. I just got
this artwork is solid.
Yeah, it looks good. It does look good.
Who's the artist on this? Pi Par?
Not familiar with him.
P-Y-E-P-A-R-R. Pi Par.
I assume it's a him, actually. Could be a she. I don't know.
The writer's Dan Waters. Pi Par is the artist. And I gotta say...
Is this part of the Energon thing with Transformers and G.I. Joe and
it doesn't say
Mask,
anywhere
right?
on here, but I would guess.
Go to the title, first page, on the back side of the cover. I thought I saw, Energon Universe.
Okay.
So that's all tied in with the...
we're going to get some interaction with like G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, Transformers and stuff, maybe? That'd be cool.
Okay. All right. I got to say, this artwork is pretty good.
It's nice coloring. I like whoever's doing the color work.
Oh, there's the dude with like the motorcycle with the sidecar that turns into a sub. I love that. And you push a little button and it shoots off.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, that's him right there. I'm gonna give this a read. Yeah, but here's a little blind bag. Definitely.
So let's talk about blind bags for a second. Like I said, I brought this comment up because I was like, I got a blind bag sitting here that I got picked up for Matt with my monthly order. Yes.
You know what? If you want to like get that in lieu of like the first issue or whatever and say, hey, it's a roll of the dice. I don't know what I'm getting. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know,
I wish that it didn't exist because I hate feeling like I'm being taken advantage of. And I do feel that way a little bit because...
Well, it's like loot boxes for comics.
Loot boxes, exactly.
That's
like mystery boxes.
It's a mystery box.
Do you remember how many dealers were selling mystery boxes at MegaCon this past year?
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's crazy. And I'm for the most part, it's just junk.
But it does feel a bit predatory. And I don't love the concept. But sometimes I just can't help myself. I bought the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle
the
ones.
idea. That's the idea. Like, my wife collects Disney pins.
Oh, she doesn't buy the mystery box pins, does she? Oh, those are so expensive, too.
They are. When you're trying to get, like, there's, like, say, 6 pins in a set.
And one of them's like a rare...
So you buy 6,
one of them's
and you only
rare.
get, like, 2. The others are all repeats.
Yeah.
And I keep telling her, I go, well, you're better off.
Go on eBay and buy the one you want.
Just buy the ones that you need.
Right.
It's gonna be cheaper in the long run. Well, no, I just like the excitement of opening up them and seeing when it.
Yeah.
So that's what they're appealing to. Me personally, I just rather you know what? Here are all the variant covers. Pick the ones you like, and they're all the same price.
Speaking of variant covers,
I'm thinking they'd have some that no one would buy, probably.
I just went through the list of Amazing Spider-Man 1000 variant covers.
Oh, God.
And this doesn't include retailer exclusives, which I assume there's a lot of.
I'm assuming it's like at least like over 100.
Just the standard ones was like 30. And then again, there's probably dozens more of retailer exclusives if I had to guess.
Hey, you know what? As long as they're all the same price. Because
they're $10. I don't know if it's a double-sized issue.
As long as they're like all the same price, and there's no like the ones, you have to buy dealer incentives where you have to buy 100 and then you get this one.
Oh, they do have the ratios. They have the 1 in 25 and the 1 in 100s. They do have the ratios as well.
Stop. Just make them available for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, what's wrong with that?
It's a bit much.
Well, yeah, it's a cash grab.
I'm only buying. Surprisingly, I've only added 2 to my card. I'm getting the A cover because I always get the A covers, and I'm getting the Eric Larson.
Okay.
I like Eric. And they don't have like...
Yeah, if it's an artist you like that does a really cool cover that you like looking at.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. Yeah.
But blind bags and variants and all of that stuff, overall, I don't like it. But
not a fan.
Let's go on to the next one. All right. This was in reference to our review of one of my favorite movies of the year, Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
This comment says, movie was great. I gave it 9 out of 10, and I will watch it again on streaming. People didn't watch it because of poor marketing and the history of Hollywood destroying our franchises. The adult humor was unnecessary and awkward. I was disappointed Battle Cat wasn't transformed prior to the last battle. I'm kind of missing, like, I want to see this movie again, and I'm getting antsy to get it on streaming. And I was like, I'm going to do a comment about the He-Man movie just because I'm already nostalgic for it. I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, this guy, I agree.
He's right on the money.
I will add also the theme song, the original theme song. I thought, it was there at the end, and it was real subtle.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen more like, when he finally picks up the sword and transforms.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. And then he's like kicking everybody's butts and stuff and just missed opportunity.
Now, when we saw this movie...
I probably would have like teared up a little bit.
Right? When we saw this movie, we saw it on opening night Thursday, and we did our review video of it that following weekend, maybe Saturday or something.
Yeah.
So it hadn't like totally matured or whatever, however you want to put it. And it turned out to be a colossal box office flop.
Yeah.
And the reason I kind of wanted to retrospectively go back now that we're a month removed from the release is ask to you, to the viewers, why do you think it flopped so hard? Like, it was great. It was a great movie. Fun, simple. Yeah. It's not going to win any awards or anything, but like very enjoyable action movie.
Yeah, fun movie. Fun action movie.
Why did it flop so hard? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, maybe like this guy's right. The marketing was bad. They didn't market it well.
I don't remember ever seeing a commercial for it on TV or anything. So there could be some truth.
Other people were talking about it, and they were just from what other people have said. I've heard someone else say that they were put off because someone involved in the movie said that there was something about toxic masculinity and stuff in it.
What?
Yeah, and they're like, I'm not going to see that load of crap. I didn't hear anything like that, and I didn't sense anything like that whatsoever in this movie. So if somebody associated with the movie did say something like that, I'm sure it didn't help.
Yeah, I didn't get that sense from it at all. So,
but I mean, I don't live and breathe by, what celebrity comes out of celebrities' mouths. So,
or the celebrity gossip news rags or whatever.
Really, I do not care what celebrities do.
The only real like downside to it is like, because it did so poorly, it makes it less likely that they'll do a follow-up.
You're not going to see another one.
So that's sad.
Yeah, not a chance.
I mean, the one I always point back to is Dredd and like how good that was, but it flopped and we never saw another Dredd with Carl Urban.
Yep. That was marketing. That was a pure marketing disaster. Those guys marketed it really poorly. And I think, maybe marketing was bad on this one as well. But yeah, I had a fun time. I thought it was a really good movie. And yeah, you're right. Come on, can we see an armored up battle cat? That would have been awesome.
I mean, for like a second at the end, but we didn't see the transformation.
Yeah,
he was just riding him, and it was very brief. But there was a lot of stuff I wanted to see, and that's why I was hopeful for a sequel. It's like, okay, so I still need to see, all of this stuff, and we're never going to see it, sadly. But hey, I did like the movie, and I'm glad that you left this comment, and I'm glad you watched our review of that movie. Because you're right on the money. It was great. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Agree with you 100%. Yeah,
totally. Let's go on to our last comment. So here's the last comment, number 10 for the show. It's from Adam Bruns, 8274. And he says, I can't take these too seriously.
Us?
Right.
Well, yeah, why would you? We don't take ourselves seriously, not one bit.
Yeah,
not at all.
I'm not sure why this criticism needs to be posted. Like, it's a comic book show. Come on. Like, none of this is serious.
None of this is serious. We're talking about funny books here, man. Yeah.
The weird thing, though, the comment this was left on.
Why would you take us seriously?
The weird thing is that this was left on our video 10 times comic books went way too far. And we talked about comic book stories that kind of like were shocking. And, went too far. We're, being a little hyperbolic with that statement,
sure.
But like,
and it's our opinions.
But like, what do you mean take us seriously? None of this is serious. It's YouTube.
No, dude. We're not having deep discussions about stuff here, man.
No. Anyway, I thought that one was funny.
But again, I agree with you 100%.
Yep, you're right.
Don't take us seriously, please.
Or anyone else for that.
If you are taking us that seriously, then yeah, there's something wrong with you, man. Because we don't take ourselves that seriously.
I think the kids say it's time to go outside and touch grass or
Is
something.
That the new expression?
Something to that effect.
Please don't take us that seriously. We're just having fun here, man. That's it.
All right, well, let's wrap this one up today. That was just 10, not random, I searched for them, but 10 comments left. And let us know down below in the comments here. Do you got any questions or anything that you'd like us to address in a future episode? We love reading the comments. We love
or if you have questions, them. You want to do some viewer questions for us? Hey, okay.
Yeah.
We'd love to do that.
But I guess we'll wrap this one up today and say thanks for tuning in and watching. And as always, please collect comics or keep collecting comics. And please keep watching our videos. And until the next one, bye now.
Bye.